Yes! Alrighty! What's up, everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph, here for another video on your Monday afternoon. Getting close to Monday evening and Monday night, and you know what that means, Monday night. We got Monday Night Raw coming up later, but it's a Monday afternoon video. May the 4th be with you. Or if you like Spaceballs, may the Schwartz be with you. But happy Monday, May the 4th, 2026. Thank you for watching right here on the greatest rant channel in the history of life itself and on YouTube. And it is the very evil, very scary, dark, and also legendary very legendary home of all things ranting. It is PG Rant. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Share the video all over the internet. And subscribe to my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, don't leave stupid comments. Please go do that shit somewhere else. And if you can't do that, you're gonna get blocked, beaten severely, sent to the Shadow Realm, beaten even more, and then Ozzy and Satan will come out, laugh at you, and then eat your soul. Because you're gonna smack you around like a bitch. Because that's what you are. Bitch. Or as Eo would say, bitch! But I digress. So don't do that, because you're gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm, you know what happens there. Blah, blah, blah. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet, like I said before. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you do, well, you're gonna get slapped even more, because you're a bitch. You're also SOL. You know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, look it up, fuckers. And that's that. So like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. Grab the tasty cold one. Yeah, I got Burger King. Me and the missus got some Burger King because we had coupons. Got a good lunch. But it is what it is. But sit back, relax, grab yourself your own tasty cold one. Whatever you're gonna be drinking this now or whenever. Put your stinky, smelly feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, there's the door, bitch. Get out of here. Go to your dead channel or go watch something else. That's the way it is. If you can't understand that, then you need help. Go see a doctor or something. Shit. But we got all that, ladies and gentlemen. And a whole lot more. Alright. It is Monday afternoon, Monday evening here in the Northeast. Getting ready for Monday Night Raw. Tonight, from somewhere, well, no, actually I think it's from Omaha, Nebraska. That shithole that it is, in the Midwest. Well, pretty much Midwest. Gonna have a good show tonight. Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. Put up your ones for the tribal chief. We're going to be talking about him in this video, by the way. Not ranting about Roman, but ranting about TKO. But we'll get to that in a minute. But Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, and Jacob Fatu. I mean, they're going to have a contract signing tonight for their match at Backlash this Saturday night. Or Saturday evening, because it's a 6 o'clock start. See what happens with that tonight, and what happens on Saturday, and then, well, there's some rumors going around that Roman might be dropping the title to Jacob. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens with that. We got CM Punk on the show, Seth freaking Rollins, and Braun Breaker. We'll hear from them, and a whole lot more on your 2+ hour cue for insomnia, which is Monday Night Raw on that great streaming site of Netflix. And that's that. But I hope you had a great Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and warm here in the Northeast today. Gonna be warmer tomorrow, and even warmer on Wednesday, and then down the drain it goes. Not too much, but Gonna rain Wednesday into Thursday, Saturday. Ugh. So I gotta go to an event Saturday. I really don't want it to be rain, but it is what it is. But that's that. And we'll see what happens with the weekend. It's not going to be too cold. Low 60s, low to mid 60s. Not bad, but just raining. Yeah. It is what it is. May has started. We don't even have flowers yet. I mean, tomorrow's going to be like 74 here in the Northeast. Wednesday's going to be 82. And then drop. Like the Beastie Boys sang. And that's it. And it gets a little bit cooler. But hopefully by the time we hit the unofficial start of summer, 3 weeks from today, Memorial Day, I think we're going to see some 80s, some 90s, maybe some 100s. We'll see. As we get closer and closer to summer, we're about about 7 weeks away from officially being summer. It's around June 20th, 21st, somewhere around that date. Pretty much near the midpoint of June. So, summer is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it's going to be a hot summer. Go to the beach. Look at the girls with the thong bikinis and the titties. It's a good time. It's a good time. But Rosa ain't one of those people, but you wish. I wish, but yeah. Anyway, shut up. Anyway, that's that. But hope you had a great day, and if you didn't have a great day, well, too bad for you. Hope you have a better day tomorrow, or maybe a worse day tomorrow. Who knows? Who cares? That's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, my condolences to the family of John Sterling, the legendary Yankees broadcaster. He passed away today. I believe at 86. I think it was 86. Yeah, I believe it was 86 or 80, something like that. I think it was around 87, I'm sorry. So I was a year off. So he passed away today at 87. When I try to do an in memoriam video, a tribute video to him after this video on my Metal Guy channel. It's just a sad day that John Sterling passes away at the age of 87. So when you watch the Yankees tonight, and if they win, you won't hear John Sterling go, "The Yankees win!" You won't see that anymore. You won't hear that anymore. Unless they actually dub that, and they're going to play it every time the Yankees win. You're going to hear that. And then New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. I don't know what they're going to do, but... So I guess Susan Waltman is going to be the play-by-play voice of the Yankees now. She's old as shit. But, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Michael Kay was emotional today on his show. Rightfully so. But, lost a legend here in New York. New York sports, my friends. And that's that. But we'll talk about that later. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, as the title below says, on the PG Rant channel, on your Monday evening, May the 4th be with you, 2026. I got a rant about this, and I hope you bought some popcorn. Now, we all know when Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, this is not a rant about Roman. We all know Roman won the world title from CM Punk at WrestleMania 42, and he came out at the post show saying that he's going to be here he's going to be here through the summer. And everybody was like, "Oh, he's going to be on Raw every week," which he was for the last couple weeks after Mania. He's going to be on tonight. Going to be on the next 3 weeks. But now, and then he was advertised for June in Italy, Paris, France, Baltimore, Maryland, and in London at the end of the month leading into Night of Champions, which is also advertised. He's on the poster. Well, that ain't happening. We will not see Roman Reigns after May the 25th. I don't know if it's going to be a Clash in Italy. I don't know if he's actually going to be a part of that event. But the last time we got to see him on TV will be the Memorial Day edition of Raw, May 25th. And we're not going to see him till probably July. If not ever. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. TKO, those fucking bitches. Ari Emanuel, you fucking cocksucking dick. Well, that's wrong. You fucking cocksucking prick. That's what I meant to say, prick. TKO is just destroying WWE from within. With the budget cuts. And now they're restructuring contracts with big name stars. They restructured it. They tried to restructure the New Day's contract. New Day didn't, New Day's like, I don't want this offer. And then Xavier Woods and Kofi left. And now they're most likely going to AEW. They released the Wyatt Six. Most of them are probably going to TNA or AEW. And everybody else who got released is most likely going to AEW, Ring of Honor, or TNA. Then again, Japan. And this is all because of budget cuts. My ass. My ass. This is bullshit. And now they want to restructure Roman's contract, and Roman is pissed. And there's rumors that Roman might lose the title. He might drop the title to Jacob because of what's going on with the contract status. The whole restructuring bullshit. That's why they took him off all Raw in June. He's not going to be at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. And he might not even be back ever. He might go to AEW at this point. And Tony Khan is probably salivating over that thought. Imagine Roman in AEW. Oh. WWE will be done. D-O-N-E, done. But anyway, let me read the story from Ringside News. The Bible of all wrestling talk. There we get that. Alright, Roman's been removed from WWE's June schedule now. It has a clear explanation, and it ties directly to a change involving the Saudi Arabia PLE, Night of Champions. Now, Roman had originally been included in promotional material for all of June's Monday Night Raw in Italy, France, Baltimore, Maryland, and London, with appearances scheduled across both international and domestic shows. That's been updated with his name removed from all those dates. Everything in June, we will not see him at all. According to a new update from Uncle Dave, take this with a grain of salt, people, because we should never believe Dave Meltzer, Sean Ross Sapp, those two idiots, and including JD, that fucker. But I digress. According to a new update from Uncle Dave, the reason is pretty simple. Roman is no longer planned for Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. And that led to WWE saying, well, he's not going to be at Night of Champions. He's not going to be on Monday Night Raw for the entire month of June. And now people on Twitter are like, oh, Roman's a liar. He said he was going to be here through the summer. What a hypocrite! How is Roman a hypocrite? It's not his fault that he's getting taken off. It's TKO's fault. So blame TKO, not the tribal chief, you fucking marks. Believe everything you hear. Come on, shut the fuck up. That's why I hate the IWC. Bunch of fucking no life, no brain marks. Don't know fuck all about the wrestling business. Just go on your fucking Commodore 64 computers and your fucking Twitters and post your bullshit, and nobody gives two fucks. You look like an idiot. And you can't debate me about this. Fuck off. Because your opinion don't mean shit to me. That's why I'm the best ranter in all of YouTube You're not. Not even JD, not even that dork Sean 3 Entertainment is better than me. I know Issa, the Roman Reigns mark, but I know she's a mark. She'll say it, but whatever. But even Issa, I mean, we might disagree on this situation. I mean, that's fine. I respect Issa's opinion, at least. Same thing with Joe Cronin and Hugh Steven and pretty much anybody, not everybody else, but good people that know things. And that's that. But whatever. But anybody else's opinions, I don't give two fucks about. I don't. At all, I do not. I don't give two fucks. But like I said, if it's Issa, Joe Cronin, Heel Steven, Real Rally Sport Rally, people like that actually have a decent opinion and got facts behind that, I'll listen to the opinion. I'm like, okay, we'll agree to disagree. I'm not gonna go all out and rant on Issa or Joe Cronin or anybody like that. Okay, we'll agree to disagree. I think this, you think that, okay, whatever. There's some point, like, okay, you got that, that's a point, great. But, I think TKO is shit. That's that. Uncle Dave said, regarding Roman being pulled from June TV days that were announced, the reason we were told is that he's not going to be on the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view, and thus there is no reason to have him on TV building up to Night of Champions. That decision appears to have changed WWE's approach very quickly. Roman had been lined up for a full stretch of appearances following WrestleMania 42, but once he was no longer part of the Saudi Arabia event, those plans were changed and adjusted. Still a chance the situation could shift depending on what happens at Backlash, where Roman is set to defend the title against Jacob. So, whatever happens on Saturday night, we'll see what happens with Roman. Is he going to be gone for June? And Jacob has the title? Or Roman wins, and then what do you do? After Clash in Italy, what do you do? He's probably not going to be at the pay-per-view in Italy, unless otherwise told. So, if he wins, we see him for the next 3 weeks, the next 3 Raws, and then what's he going to do? The next pay-per-view after Night of Champions is, I believe, SummerSlam. So I would assume if they're going to do Oba and Roman at SummerSlam, I think you start it after Clash in Italy. The Raw after Clash in Italy, I would have Oba come out and say, and challenge Roman. I think we have King of the Ring in July, I believe. Forgot about that pay-per-view. So do King and Queen of the Ring in July, or whatever's in July, mid-July, then you go right into SummerSlam. I would have Oba win King of the Ring. I think that's the possibility that he wins King of the Ring, which I think earns a title shot. So, there you go. Oba declares for the King of the Ring, Roman comes back in July, and then you set up that whole thing in July. He doesn't have to be on TV in June. Maybe make an appearance via satellite, maybe, but I don't know. I just don't think I don't think it's wise for WWE to fuck around with Roman's contract. Not even WWE, TKO, to fuck around with Roman's contract. I think Roman's getting $15 million, something like that. That's pretty, not a great contract, but, do you think that WWE is going to let Roman walk and go to Hollywood? Or, if Roman wants to, Tony Khan has a lot of money. Tony Khan will be like, hey, Roman, you want to come over to, the better brand? Roman will like, show me the money. Show me the money! Roman would be on TNT, TBS and TNT for in a heartbeat. AEW's ratings will go sky high. But, with their TV deal kind of falling apart, if they get Roman, it'd be a nice couple, year or two on TBS and TNT, and then where are you going to go from there? Back to YouTube? I don't know if they're going to go to YouTube. I think if AEW gets Roman, just hypothetically say this, if AEW got Roman in August for All In, imagine this, All In, you have Roman, The New Day, and everybody got released, that would be epic. All In is going to be amazing. But if they get Roman, woo boy. Fuck MJF and Ocean Spray for the title. You give that title to Roman. And let him hold the belt for 5 years. Fuck the 4-year reign he had. 5-6 years. Nobody's gonna beat Roman in AEW. Not even John Moxley can beat him. I'm just saying. Not even Kenny. Not even MJF himself. Nobody can beat Roman. Nobody. So we see what happens on Saturday. Meltzer says if he loses the title, of course, that would be a change, and there would be more to the story. If he retains, that's probably all it is. Which means if he loses to Jacob, then I guess we probably won't see him at all, maybe at all this year. Who knows? But if he retains, which he's a heavy favorite, he's going to retain. We see him for the next 3 weeks on Raw, and then, well, we won't see him till July. So this is like a weird story. I don't know what's going to happen tonight, what's going to happen on Saturday night, and then what's going to happen next Monday night. But anyway, for now, the update makes it clear why the change happened. Roman isn't part of the Saudi Arabia show, and the June TV build connected to that has been dropped. It could change by after Saturday night, Sunday. But Roman is not scheduled for TV in all of June. Night of Champions is set for June 27th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 1 p.m. start, by the way. WWE's current direction for Roman appears tied directly to that, even as questions remain about what comes next. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but I swear to God, if Roman does leave WWE, you could probably take, I think all the fans are going to go, bye-bye, so long, farewell, WWE's done. Who's going to be the big star? Seth fucking Rollins? Ha! No! Cody? Fuck Cody. Punk? Fuck Punk. Fuck everybody else in WWE. Fuck Hunter. Fuck Nick Khan. Fuck TKO. Fuck Ari Emanuel. Just fuck TKO. TKO needs to go away. This was the stupidest fucking thing that WWE could have done. Merge with TKO. Dumb. This is the Ring of Honor Sinclair Broadcasting merge revisited. Remember how Ring of Honor signed a deal? Kerry Silken did the worst thing that he could have done with Ring of Honor. He signed a deal with Sinclair Broadcasting to put Ring of Honor on the Sinclair Broadcasting network, which nobody has. Couldn't even see Ring of Honor on TV. Then he had bad deals. Went to Comet. Then went to Destination America. Horrible ratings there. Should went to FX. But I digress. But as soon as Kerry Silken signed with Sinclair, shows were good, but TV, bad. Like it is now. We don't have TV. Wiggum hasn't been on actual TV at all. Not even the El Rey network. It was on Destination America, then it was on HD Net, which nobody had. And now, basically, they're on Honor Club on their website. They're basically running their TV shows on the web. They used to be on YouTube with Dark and Elevation. I mean, that's AEW, I mean. Sorry. But... I mean, you go to... You watch Dynamite or Collision, and then you have all these people... Sometimes you have the people from Ring of Honor come up, and like, who the fuck are these guys? I mean, really, who the fuck are these guys? And no backstory. You don't know who they are. Oh, they're from Ring of Honor, right? And then you have champions like Athena holding the belt hostage for like 5 years. The female Roman Reigns. And then every other person that has that title is holding for almost a year. Unless you're the tag team champions or the 6-man tag team champions. And Deonna Purrazzo hasn't held that belt for that long. That's a bad deal. That was a bad deal to have Sinclair Broadcasting, and Joe Goff, the great man, God rest his mighty soul. I think it was a bad deal, and I talked to Kerry about it before and after. And he's like, it was a bad deal. Bad deal. And, Ring of Honor, it looked like it was about to go bye-bye. It was about to go bye-bye. And, Tony Khan saved it. Pay-per-view-wise, great. But TV-wise, not so good, Al. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do with Ring of Honor? You don't have a TV deal to go into the mainstream so we can so people who see AEW like, oh, who are these people? What's Ring of Honor? They don't know. I don't know. They don't have a major TV deal. And now Tony Khan's trying to get another TV deal for AEW because that's going to end in about a year and a half. Where are they going to go? Who knows? They're not going to Paramount because guess who owns Paramount? TKO's a partner of it. Can't go there. That sucks. I would have loved for AEW to be on Paramount Plus or Paramount TV. Paramount TV, they could be on Paramount and stream on Paramount TV. Paramount Plus, I should say. Because I have Paramount, and I have Paramount Plus, so it works. But now, can't go there. Where are they going to go to next? They could go to YouTube, but, I mean... Why would they want to go to YouTube? Why would they just say, oh, fuck CBS, fuck TNT, fuck Warner Bros. Discovery, those bastards. Where are they going to go? ESPN? Nope, can't do that. WWE is part of that. Where else can you go? Where else on cable, satellite TV can you go that wants wrestling? AMC? Can't do that. That's TNA. A&E? Home for WWE programming. Can't go to USA? WWE. Peacock? Nope. Can't go to NBC Universal either. The only channel I can think of that AEW can go to is FX. I've said that for years. That Ring of Honor should go to FX. Even TNA. God forbid AEW goes to Comet. Who fucking has Comet? I don't have Comet. I don't think I do. I'm not gonna pay $10 on my freaking bill. Say, I want to watch AEW. No, I'm gonna stream it. I'll stream it for free. I don't give a shit. But bad business deal. And this TKO merging with WWE, bad for business. Everybody's like, oh, best for business. No, this is bad for business. And TKO and Ari Emanuel like, oh, we want to have celebrities galore at WrestleMania and everything now. WWE is becoming a circus. We're going to have, like, Salma Hayek on WrestleMania. That'd be good, though. But, no, she could be on my dick. But that's another story for another time. No, they have Little Yachty wanting to become a wrestler. They want all these celebrities now on major events or even regular PLEs. I'm like, why? Why? And then they want to restructure contracts. What is this, the NFL? They want to restructure contracts with big names because budget cuts. Oh, you don't have enough money there, Ari? You fucking prick. Why do you think everybody wants to go to AEW now? Because of TKO. They're killing WWE. They're killing it. People, and personally, I want WWE to die. I really do. I hate saying that, but I do. This is a bad deal, and WWE is going to go down the toilet. I mean, look at SmackDown. It hasn't been that great. Raw? Meh. Now that Roman's back on Raw, Raw's ratings are going boop! Sky high. But what if Roman is not in WWE no more? Those ratings go way down. And the only thing that Roman's going to do is, you know what? I'm going to go to Hollywood, y'all, and hang out with Dwayne. Make some great movies, maybe. But does he continue to wrestle, which he loves to wrestle? He's got a few years left in the tank. Does Tony Khan, write a blank check? It's going to be an interesting week of... it's going to be interesting to see what happens tonight. Really what happens Saturday night, I think, will change the landscape of WWE. And pretty much professional wrestling. And yeah, Cena's going to have a big announcement. Woo, Big John! Big John! You know he's going to team up with Danhausen. That's automatic. Come on. I'm going to make an appearance. No, you're going to help Danhausen win. You don't have to fight. You just show up in your stupid shirt, your jorts, and then not even tag in. Or you tag in, and you hit the AA, you hit a couple moves. Bing, bang, boom, good night. You know Mr. Danhausen's going to win that match against Miz and Kit Will's son. Easy. Who's his partner? Probably going to be John Cena. If it's anybody else, I don't know who. Not going to be Hunter. Definitely not going to be Hunter. Probably not going to be HBK or maybe The Undertaker, but I doubt that. I highly doubt The Undertaker. Maybe it's Kevin Owens. I'm throwing that out there. Because Kevin did a video just basically hyping up events coming up in August. In Canada, He might be at those shows because, he lives in Maryville, where is it? Maryville, Quebec, Canada. God damn it. He lives in Canada, So he could be at those shows in August. He's not medically cleared yet. We see him on LFG as a coach, but I don't know if he's medically cleared with his neck. I hope soon, but haven't heard much about that. Last thing we heard that he was actually doing some stuff at the Performance Center. We saw him running and stuff like that, so maybe he's trying to make a comeback because he got nothing else to do besides staying home with his hot wife and kids. What are you gonna do? Just stay home? No, I want to do something. So he's giving back. He's kind of giving back and helping out, down in Florida with LFG. That's good for Kev. Will we see him in a ring kicking ass? I don't know. Maybe by the end of the year. Maybe sooner. I'm hoping sooner. Same thing with Adam Cole. He's just sitting at home playing Twitch. He's sitting at home on Twitch playing various video games, doing what he's got to do, physical therapy or whatever he does away from Twitch. But he has concussions galore. I don't know if we're going to ever see Adam Cole, baby, back in a wrestling ring. I hope, but not looking too promising. And that's that. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you guys think is going to happen with Roman? Is he going to leave after Saturday night? What do you guys think of the whole TKO thing with him? The restructuring of his contract? I think this is all BS. I think it's BS. I don't think Roman's going to leave WWE. I really don't think so. I mean, if he does, then WWE is sunk. Their battleship goes bye-bye. Boom! Blown up bye-bye, so long, farewell. The fans are going to revolt. I think they're going to boycott WWE. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I don't like it at all. I don't like the TKO thing. I think TKO should fucking fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. Because they are killing WWE. This was a bad deal from the start. In my opinion. Bad business deal. And everybody's like, bring Vince McMahon back. No. Let him stay in the old folks' home, getting gummy blowjobs from the old ladies there. Okay? Leave him alone. Suck my grapefruit. Oh, shut up, Vince. Sorry. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Like Trick Willie would say, let's talk about it. Alright, that's it. Alright, I'm gonna go record my John Sterling tribute, then get you ready for Monday Night Raw, and I'll be back a little bit later on, maybe with your AEW Dynamite and Collision review over on my Peter Joseph channel. But thanks for watching right here on PG Rants. Let's discuss this little situation with Roman and TKO down below in the comments section. And that's that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday evening and Monday night. And until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Fuck Ari Emanuel. Fuck TKO. Praise the Tribal Chief. Acknowledge us.